Oh,
Welcome to qualifying. Let's find
it's
out
wet.
who's got what it takes as we establish
It's
the grid
wet.
for the sprint.
It's a bit damp, innit? Here we are. Monaco, it's actually 4 days away, so we'll hit continue. Of course, last race. Oh, God, I've just remembered how the last race ended. If you've not seen it on YouTube yet, I don't want to talk about it. I've got an inbox item. Sponsor VIP experience. So we get a payout increase here if we achieve our sponsor guarantee. But it is Monaco. And of all the races that this dilemma could have happened at, this probably isn't the one that I'd want it to happen at because... I mean, I say that. Teams are still going to bring upgrades. We're not the worst team in the world. We're actually getting better, aren't we? Although I think loads of teams are going to bring upgrades. I'm going to gamble because our morale with our staff is, with our, board and stuff is good anyway. Going to gamble. If we achieve our goals, 3 times the payout. If we don't make them, 2 times the penalty. Let's hope that we get the goals then this weekend. I'm setting a line in the sand. This is going to be a successful weekend of racing. I'm really hesitant to say that I'll get a driver in Q3 because it's Monaco. And I've got this bonus payout chat. Do we just go 2 drivers into this session? We get 3 times the payout or 2 times the loss. I mean, given the possible payout and the actual possible loss, losing 80,000 or gaining 480,000. It almost feels like it's worth just going for the higher gambles, because even if you just achieve one of them, that is still like a monumental payout, isn't it? I've two drivers in Q3. I'm getting ambitious there. Let's set that to 1. I reckon we can get 1 driver in the top 10. That's what I feel like should be the minimum aim. I think we can do that. I'm going to say we can get a driver in the points on Sunday. That might be it could be an error. I'm going to add a qualified position streak. I reckon we can get in the top. I reckon we get through to Q2 5 times in a row with both drivers. Maybe that's ambitious. How ambitious do I want to be? Is it better to be less ambitious, but with both drivers? Oh, yeah, it definitely is. I reckon both drivers into Q2. We can do that for the foreseeable. Let's get that locked in. I think we are only going to be doing 1 race day because we're starting the stream a little bit later, but it is a sprint race weekend in Monaco. Was you lot voted for? Oh.
Welcome to qualifying. Let's find
It's
out
wet.
who's got what it takes as we establish
It's
the grid
wet.
for the sprint.
It's a bit damp, innit? It's a bit damp, innit? Oh, it looks very wet, doesn't it, this quali? It looks very wet. It's full wet tyres for quali. So this is a sprint race weekend. This was voted for by the viewers. So we're doing it in its entirety. Is the track going to dry? Oh, the track's going to dry out at the end. Okay, based on this and the fact I don't trust my own drivers, I think that we don't go out until it dries up. We go for 1... Is it too much of a gamble just to go for 1 lap at the end? If you hit traffic, you could regret it forever, and if there's a red flag. I'm thinking we try and just get a banker on inters, and then leave ourselves enough time to get back in. I think there's going to be a window here when everyone else is on in-laps. That's my thinking. I'm waiting for the last OL. There's been a red flag. Of course there's been a red flag. Who's crashed? Who's crashed? Who's just mudded us? That could mean it dries out. Oh, God, the traffic. The traffic. Was that Joe? Oh, it's Daniel. It's Danny Rick again. It's always Danny Rick. It's always Danny Rick. And then Kevin hit him, I think, as well. Has Danny Rick... He's not at the computer there, is he? Someone needs to tell him he needs to be stood at the computer to use it. Is that going to mean that the track is now just dry? Because we're now 20 minutes in the future. Imagine if it started raining again after the red flag. That would be the ultimate troll, really, wouldn't it? Because it's now 20 minutes in the future, so the track's now going to be dry. Yeah, the track's dry. Right. Go, 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 go. Get the softs on! Oh, God, I've sent them out too close, haven't I, here? I have made an error here. I'll admit it. I mean, maybe they can work together. They've just got to get out the session, so I'm sure it's going to be fine. We're going to get clean laps in now, while everyone else is going to have to contend with traffic later. 18.694. They're on about the same lap time right now. Actually, Danny Rick did set a time, but his time was in the rain. He crashed on his in-lap. That is embarrassing, isn't it, really? Oh, Teo! Chat, did you see that? What's going on there? Great blocking. Great performance by the lads. That pit exit is a bit of a weird pit exit, but I don't know what's happened there. Chat, this is Q1, so it doesn't really matter who finishes where here, as long as they both make it out the session. I mean, there's so much traffic here, everywhere. I feel like people are going to struggle to improve, but maybe I'm just huffing the copium. These are all on in-laps here. They're not even going to have time to go out again, are they? Do I just go out to play it safe? I guess I might as well. I think we found a nice bit of clean air here as well. I mean, we're on a U set. I could abandon the laps, but track acclimatization is a thing. So we'll just stay out, but we're through. We're through. There's the checkered flag. Everyone else is in the pits. And we're out here racing. Wait, Teo's on new tyres. Chat, did I misclick? Oh, great time by Teo. Why is he on new tyres? Might have misclicked there. Doesn't sound like me. I don't misclick. Right, we've made it out of Q1. Is it going to be rain now in this bit? Or is this going to be a Q2 session where it's get out quick before the rain? Yeah, it's definitely a get out quick before the rain kind of session, isn't it? Oh my god, go, 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 go. Do I go for 2 push laps here? Just because of the rain. I think I go for 2 flying laps. I'm going to do it without the cooldown lap. I feel like this is one of those situations where going for the double push lap is a sensible thing to do. And I know that normally I don't like going for the double flying lap because it's strong at certain circuits, but there are other circumstances like this where it is just what I would do normally. So I will continue to do it as I normally would. Everyone is going out here quick. I'm hoping that this is going to be okay. I mean, everyone is out quick here because they know the rain is coming. I'm hoping that with our second flying lap, the AlphaTauri will just move out the way and Albon can pass him no problemo. Because this is going to be slower, I think, because of the AlphaTauri. Ferrari seemed quick this weekend as well. Okay, Albon's lap here has been completely mudded. But he will get a bit of a tow, and we are definitely going to be faster than the AlphaTauri. And now we get our second push. I mean, look at that. We lost so much time there. Did get a bit of a tow for the end, which is nice. Oh, can we pass the Alpha? Okay, we got past the Alpha okay there. Teo does want to get past the Aston Martin to try and get a second push lap in before the rain. Okay, I think that's okay. The rain is coming any second, by the way. Albon's going to need to improve. Albon is tumbling. Albon is tumbling. But he has gone quicker in Sector 1, and so is Pichère. The rain's about to hit. Can we get these laps in? Because these are definite improvements. Pichère should be fine. Everyone else is on in-laps. So Pichère's good. Can Alex make it through to Q2 as well? That's the real question. Pichere's shown this performance in the car. It exists. It's possible. Without an AlphaTauri in the way, can Albon do it? When's the rain coming? The rain is coming now. It's not coming soon enough, though. Alex crosses the line. Okay.
P8.
Both drivers through.
Pretty good lap.
Both drivers through. Massive. Is Teo going to improve any more here? No. But that's still fine. Okay. 8th and 9th. I mean, this is going to be very interesting now. Is there more rain to come? Is this going to be another get out quick while the track's dry kind of deal? Q3. Prediction was on the line for who was going to out-qualify who. It all comes down to this. What's the weather saying? Oh, it's going to rain. Do I go for double push again, chat? Do we go for that same run plan again? I think we do. It's almost an identical session to the previous one. I want to get out ahead of everyone else as well, just in case there's a red flag. And also, because less traffic means our second flying laps, assuming everyone else goes out now, is going to be in clean air. Need to switch between 1 and 2 laps or it won't work. Is that actually a thing? We'll find out together. I want them to do a double push. If they don't do it, the game's bugged and it's not my fault. At least we did the same with both drivers. Right. So Albon has got Russell up the road. Pache's got clean air. Hopefully we do get the double flying lap in. If not, not really the end of the world. As we saw with the previous running, Albon, well, Prix didn't, I don't think, improve in his kind of second run. His tyres went off by the end of the second flying lap. He had better sectors 1 and 2, but the third lap he lost a lot of time. Realistically, if we don't finish 9th and 10th, that's quite good here, I think. Right, is it going to do a double push? Okay, it didn't do the double push because I didn't do back and forth. So this lap is the time that's going to count, sadly for us. Albon ahead of Prix. Is there time to go around before the rain comes? I don't think there is. And with it being a sprint race weekend, it's not even really worth pushing again, is it, in case of damage? Hate to say it, chat, we're tumbling as these guys cross the line. Is anyone going to go slower than us? No. No. I mean, I want to say I'm shocked, but it was somewhat predictable. And now the rains come. Now the pissing rains come. Now, to be fair, I don't know if we would have got the second flying laps in. It would have been very close with this rain. So it might not have mattered. Either way, 9th and 10th, you know what? That is better than what I was expecting. Everyone's on their way in. There's no red flag. Session's done. You know what? I'm happy with that. Enjoying this F1 Manager video? Want to play it yourself? I have teamed up with Fanatical using the link f1m.workthe.space in your web browser. You can get a mighty fine discount and also help support the channel. Here we are.
Let's get to it. The Monaco Sprint.
They're on softs. Okay, Monaco Sprint, here we go. You voted for it. We're doing it.
And away we go.
I've got on the wrong camera angle there. Albon, what are you going to do for us? I'm going to tell Teo not to fight. Is everyone on softs? Everyone is on softs. Has Teo got the move on Hulkenberg? Sorry, have we got the move done on Hulkenberg? Oh, God, not like this. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I still don't like it. I still don't like it. We've got it done. We haven't got it done. How is Nico Hulkenberg so quick? Well, here we are for Monaco, everyone. What can I do to pass the time? I know what. Chat, I got a Kinder Egg earlier. I've not opened it yet. Should we see what toy I got inside? You're here for content. I've got a Kinder Surprise. So these are illegal in America as well. So, you know, I'm sure that half the viewers have never seen one of these things before. What's going to be in? Oh. Chat, what? Is it just me or does that just look like this one's... It looks like an illegal substance in there, I'll be honest. What have we got? Wait, is it an alpaca? Chat, I've got a pissing alpaca. Look, focus camera. It's an alpaca. You can't see it. Cameras are hard. Focus! Focus on the alpaca, please! It's an alpaca. Take my word for it. Right, I've had my fun. I could put it together, but I probably should focus on the race. How do I fit this all together? Tell you what, how's a child meant to put together this toy? I'm struggling and I'm a grown man. Oh, like that. Oh. I've built an alpaca. He's gonna... if I sit him on top of my monitor and zoom out the camera, does the camera pick him up? No, he's just out of shot. He is here. Maybe I can stack him on something, chat, so you guys can enjoy the alpaca. Bloody hell. We're still in 9th and 10th. This is fine. Come on, alpaca. Balance! Dude, I need to make more balancy. Pot of chewing gum. The alpaca has jumped to its death on the floor. I'd like to apologise to the alpaca. I'd like to apologise. Where's he gone? Someone else suggested putting him on the microphone. That could be a better shout. Is there a way I can get into balance better? That'll do, right? You can see the alpaca. We need to name the alpaca now. I'm thinking Bob. Oh, Alex is out of DRS range. It's a disaster. But his tyres are cooler, which is good. What's Hulkenberg's tyre temp? Okay, Hulkenberg is cooking his tyres. What? Kevin the alpaca. I do like the idea of the Kevin the alpaca. Chat, can you even see Kevin there? If I super zoom in, you can't see him. There he is. This is content. I'll just say we've got a new stream mascot. It's Kevin the alpaca. Look at him. He's loving life next to me. This is the high quality content we're here for. Mick, I mean, you know what, chat? There is a second one to open. So whatever I get in this one, we can name after Mick. Oh, what have we got in here?
Yep.
What's in this one? I'll tell you what. Oh my! I think it's a monkey. Is it a monkey? I can't tell. I think the leg has to go on first. Give me a moment, chat. Mick the monkey. You know what? A bit of alliteration never hurt anyone. Also, I hope my GCSE teachers are happy that I still know what alliteration is all these years later. There you go, chat. There, you've waited for it. There is Mick the monkey. He's a great lad. He can sit next to the alpaca. There we go. You can't really see. He blends in a bit too much with the microphone, doesn't he, really? Can you see it? He's there. He is there in spirit. Can we hang him by his tail? Chat, that's a great shout, but actually, he's fine. You know what, chat? Should focus on the race. Poor Harrison has to edit this into a cohesive video. Put the alpaca... No! This alpaca has suicidal tendencies. Let's put him over to the side. Let's zoom out. We're back. Race mode on. How are the tyres looking? Turns out Kinder Surprise is what the Monaco weekend needed. You know what? That's how they should decide. That's how the drivers should make the race more entertaining. You have to open a Kinder Surprise during the race and also build whatever it is you get before you cross the finish line. That's what they should do to make Monaco more interesting. Hulkenberg's tyres are more worn as well, despite the fact he's got the clean air. Oh, get him, Alex. Get him. Get him. See you later, sunshine. We're bloody massive. We have to make this move stick. I think we've done it. We've done it. Come on. Cool. An overtaken Monaco. Lap 9 for Harrison, who's editing the video. Lap 9. Remember that, chat. Lap 9. Something happened. See, I think Prix can get this move done as well. I think he can get this move done as well. I think the alpaca has brought us luck. Turns out what was needed to get us better was the alpaca. In the alpaca, I trust.
He's currently low.
Oh, do him. Do him, Teo. Do him. Do him, sunshine. You're better than him. You're better than him. You're better than him. Oh, have it. Have it. Right, now chill on your tyres, mate. They do have to last. We've got 2 overtakes at Monaco. We're crazy. We're going motor racing. Oh, we're having a great time. Our drivers are chilling. Tyres are surviving. How's Piastri's tyre? Piastri's smoothness stat in game must be garbo. Whereas Norris is just like caressing his tyres, just petting them. We are getting a point for this finish as well. We're not really made enough for this. We get a point for 8th. Yeah, this is massive for us. Is Verstappen going to be lapping Danny Rick soon? Chat, look at the map with Danny Rick. Isn't the saddest thing you've ever seen? He is actually going to get lapped in a sprint race. He's so far back. I know his car's a bit mudded, but I can't help but feel like he might also be quite slow. So we've just done 30 laps of Monaco and nothing happened.
This is the final lap.
The highlight of the race was opening a Kinder Surprise. And I hate to say it, I feel like that really does surmise the race quite aptly. We did make 2 overtakes, lap 9 and lap 10 for Harrison, to remember. And we opened a Kinder Surprise. Is it 72 laps next as well? Oh, God. Yeah, I think in real life, because Monaco's a lower speed track, they actually don't do the 300-kilometre rule when it comes to lap numbers. But in the sprint race, they do the 100-kilometre lap rule. Well, congrats to Danny Rick on his finish. Top performance. I'm afraid to say, for the people who predicted as to not have both drivers finished, you are wrong. For the believers, thank you for believing in us. We get a point! Come on! Points mean prizes. What a race! It's one of the F1 sprint races of all time. Massive performance by the lads. Okay, chat, it's clear skies. We have to do a prediction. Also, what's the tyre strategy? Is it just soft hard or is it medium hard? I'm thinking soft hard on Albon and Prix starting behind. We put on medium hard because he's not going to be trying to overtake him. Right, I think the plan is to push off the rip and probably try and undercut with Albon if we can. Kind of go lap 28 onto the hards. The undercut's a bit of a gamble if there's a safety car, but we'd have to get mega unlucky, I think. Here we go. Let's go. We're going motor racing, folks.
It's time for one of the most exciting races in the world. This is the
That's
Monaco
cap.
Grand Prix.
That's cap. It's not true. Don't buy into the propaganda. Right, Teo, don't fight your teammate. Don't fight your teammate. Don't fight your teammate. Don't fight your teammate. So you're on the mediums. Bottas is on the hards. That could be useful for us. A lot of other medium runners ahead of us is interesting. There is a chance here that Prix is going to lose the spot to Ocon off the start, but Bottas being on the hards might be our guardian angel. I think with Teo, it might be worth putting always defend on and just trying to create a bit of a gap because he's on a slower tyre anyway, and Prix is basically going to be waiting out a safety car for a free stop. I might just put him on hold on always defend. Just to see if we can mud Ocon. Because Ocon is the only runner on softs directly behind us. So if we could just give Albon a little bit more wiggle room, that would be nice. And also, if we can let Bottas keep in DRS range of Ocon, it's going to stop Hamilton coming through. Bit of gamesmanship here, but this is the advantage of having two drivers next to each other. We can ask Prix just to, drive slowly to back up the pack. It might also help us get a window to pit Albon in sooner for the undercut. Because normally, obviously, you want to avoid traffic, whereas Prix is slow enough here. We might be able to open up that 15, 16-second lap kind of gap we need to be able to pit Albon for a clean undercut with no traffic to contend with, which would be nice. I mean, we're also helping Danny Rick here. Danny Rick is back with the pack, everyone. Teo is actually just helping Danny Rick here. This is charity that we're doing for Danny Rick. Because if Teo bikes everyone up, but Danny keeps up, we're doing fine. Oh. Chat, have I just... I think I've just had the bug. Chat, no! This bug is so rare. I don't think there's a fix.
Yeah. It's rewind time.
Chat. Right, well, I'm going to do the exact same strats and hope it plays out the same. And if it doesn't, que sera, it happens. It's never going to play out the same way, is it? But we can hope. Getting deja vu. Very weird. Here we are.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
Right, Teo, don't fight your teammate. There's a yellow flag. There's a yellow flag. What's happened? It's not a safety car. Gasly's locked up. It's all different.
So here we go.
What happened here? Did he take anyone out with him?
Very heavy on the brakes. They were just unable to.
I'll tell you what, so if you're going to lock up anywhere, that's quite a good spot to lock up, isn't it? Right. So far, so good. It's canon at the moment. Danny Rick's up to 18th. He's up to 8. Go on, Danny. Go on, Danny. Go on. He's holding on to it. Come on. Oh, Bottas got through. Although Bottas is now on mediums. All the teams have changed tyres. Okay. I think we deploy the strategy early. We deploy our strategy early. I think we push hard for 2 laps. As needed. And then we change things up. I am doing it sooner this time. But you know what? Everything else has changed. So the strategy has to change. Bottas is going to get through. Oh, it's a disaster. It's a disaster. Don't let him through. Teo, fight harder. Fight hard. Oh, it's a... I hope you're happy, Valtteri. I hope you're happy. Ruined my holiday. Oh, get him back, Teo. Get him. Get him. You're better than him. Oh, my word. We've actually completely done him. Right, I'm going to stay on deploy until the end of this lap. Because the AI uses a lot of their charge, I feel like, earlier. What a move by Teo. We're back. We're so back. So I think for now, we just stay with everything tuned up for as long as we need it. Well, until the end of this lap. The AI seems to really like to push the first 2 laps, then they chill. So it's weird, right? Because in this situation, you might think, well, is it not a disadvantage for Prix to be intentionally going slower? And on the one hand, it's going to limit his chances of, well, getting higher than 9th on actual race pace. But at the same time, given how fast everyone else is, this is giving Albon the best chance at trying something a little bit different later on in the race. And also, by running like we are with Prix, I'm hoping we're going to be in a situation where I can make these mediums last and just wait out a safety car potentially before going on to hards. But Bottas, you can see here the tyre wear difference between someone running in traffic behind another car. It's pretty severe. So now we've got a bit of charge. I'm hoping that even on kind of conserve slightly, we're going to be in a good position here. I feel like the Alfa Romeo lacks the raw straight line speed to get us. So now it's about nursing tyres with Prix to go long, whilst also defending. And as for Albon, just get up the road, keep lapping faster than Teo. Currently 2 seconds a lap faster. So really cementing his 8th place finish. Is everyone else having fun today? Bottas' tyres are now 5% worse. Which, considering, I'm so scared to hit this button. Chat, do I hit the save button? Or do we just YOLO it? YOLO. So we're pitting around lap 36. So Bottas' tyres at the current rate are going to be 15% lower wear than us when we would be considering pitting. Save after people pit. Good idea. Good idea. I like the jeopardy of not knowing if you're going to get a soft lock when you pause the game. I feel like an undercut for Albon isn't really going to gain him much on Russell here. But we can get him to be a bit more aggressive on his tyres, I think, for a bit.
If you've got any pace left, it would be good now.
I think Prix is not going to do a medium soft, sadly. The race is 78 laps and the softs barely lasted 30 laps in the sprint race. Yeah, Bottas' tyres are struggling. He's definitely not getting close to us. How's Albon's wear looking? Slightly below where I'd want it to be, but I am pushing him a bit harder.
Okay, happy to manage tyres short term. Yep.
We're actually at a point now where Albon could probably even go lighter on his tyres, because I don't think the undercut is a possibility on Russell, sadly. If the undercut's not an option, actually, just saving these tyres just to make sure they're not as marginal as they're currently looking is probably the way to go. Ah, Bottas did just get past us. Now, Bottas... Do I want to just try and get back him? I think I do. How much more pace Bottas has now pushing. Now, the thing is, Bottas has already kind of muddied his tyres. There's part of me that thinks, do I actually want to try and get past Bottas? But we'll give it a go this lap. If I don't catch Bottas, I don't think it's the end of the world. Just because his wear is, like, way worse. So we'll have an advantage later on in the race based on the damage we've done. Struggling to close the gap to Bottas, which, on the one hand, I'd love to come back at him immediately. On the other hand, it isn't the end of the world if we don't. But we are right up behind him here. DRS, limited battery to really have a proper go at him. Might be a little chance up the hill, but I think we might have to just concede defeat. Unless... Yeah, let's not push this unnecessarily. Hard this behind. Chill. I mean, if nothing else, the soft runners behind us have not really gained a benefit from us pushing here. Bottas's last lap time is about the same as Albon's as well. I'm going to go for it through this lap because I think we're the closest we've been, and I feel like Bottas is struggling. Okay, Russell has just pitted for softs. Is Russell 2 stopping? That is so early to pit. Russell is 2 stopping. Okay. Not what I expected. Suddenly Albon has a shot at 7th because the AI's decided to do a 2-stopper. So Pacher's got maybe 1 run here. I'll tell you, if you get this move done, it's so good for our race, mate. Has he seen it through? I can't see! Okay, he's got it through. Right, Teo. Same as before, mate. You know the deal. You know the plan. Save your tyres, which were a bit cooked there. And just chill. Did Merck have a problem in the pits? I don't think so. They cleared pretty much where I'd expect them to. Oh, Bottas is pitting early. So's Ocon. Are these guys 2-stop? These guys can't be going on hards here. Bottas is going on. They're going on hards. Are they going hards to the end? Hards to the end from here seems mad to me. Why is all the AI pitting for hards? Do they know there's a safety car coming later in the race? He's driven through a load of blokes there, but we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't think he saw them. Stroll is still on mediums. Everyone's pitting so early for their hards here. Part of me feels like with Albon, I should just be copying them, given there's nothing to lose. But equally, this is 5 laps too early for my strategy, and I think we just wait out a potential safety car.
Okay, copy.
I mean, there's now a big gap from Hulkenberg to Pacher. This is really where Pacher wants to push to get his own gap to go into, potentially. This is very weird for them all to pit this early, because I don't feel like the hards last this long. Like, the hards are looking marginal unless you're really going to make them last by, like, being really gentle on them. Okay, well, I'm doing something different to everyone else. If we make our tyres last, we're going to be way better later on our tyres. They should have more pace. I guess the interesting thing now is going to be comparing Albon and Russell's times on the fresh mediums versus the softs. Although Russell's on mediums, Russell is going to have to pit again. Alonso's coming out on hards. And he's just lost out to Stroll.
The window is open.
So Hulkenberg's not pitted, Norris hasn't pitted. A lot of the lower medium runners haven't pitted. It's like all the front runners copied one another. I mean, I feel like we just stay out, right? I don't know. I don't know if the AI is ahead of me here. I don't know if the AI's been a bit weird, pitting way earlier than I think you should. They've lost about 3% wear in a lap and a half. So if they're doing 50 laps like this, it's going to be close. I think we stick with what we're doing. I mean, Russell's going to be gaining time on us, but the big thing is, how are these runners comparing to us? Verstappen's just did a 1:14.3. Okay, well, we're not going to look at their car times because that is a pointless comparison. But Leclerc here, 2 seconds faster on the hards, although they were going way quicker than us before. Bottas is doing 1:14.1. So that is like a 4-second gain. I think I have to pit Pacher. I think Pacher I have to pit now. Albon, it's a little less important because of the gap. It's way earlier than I want to pit, but I feel like we're better off getting on the same strategy as everyone else. What would be amazing, I was going to say, is if we could clear Gasly, but we're not even going to have to worry about Gasly. The big thing here is I think Bottas is actually going to get an undercut on us. It's always weird, this exit, because you don't have to do the first corner. Holy crap, the undercut was so strong. We did the second fastest pit stop, which was a mega time by us, but wow. That undercut was so... I mean, we might as well do it with Albon. That is a crazy undercut. I'm just surprised that everyone is undercutting so early. I mean, AI's played a blinder. I said, am I being stupid? Is the AI being smart? Is it being a derp? The AI was being smart. Our saving grace might be that Zhou is up the road. He's 5 seconds ahead of Bottas. I really need Zhou to stay out. Zhou, don't pit. Zhou, stay out for like 3 laps and you've done me a solid. Albon's come out currently in 8th, so Albon's fine. In some ways, the backing up has benefited Albon massively. But these hards are going to need nursing to the end. Once they're up to temps. I mean, Picher's now in 11th. Russell's got to stop again, but the gap to Russell is 16 seconds with Albon. And you have to fear that Russell's going to go flying on a fresh set of softs at the end of the race. But he is the only person set up for a 2-stopper here.
2 hours later.
What's this train? Oh, wait. Wait, Bottas and Ocon got mudded by the flags. Oh, my word, chat. I didn't even realise this was happening behind me. Ocon's been mega mudded by the flags. We're now behind Ocon. Oh, that's a point. That pink car there is a point. I don't want to get too carried away, but suddenly the chase is on. Bottas has got to move out the way and has done. Oh, chat. There is a 5-car train for 9th place. Oh, it's very exciting suddenly. I don't think Lando's going to have DRS here. Oh, he might have it. But Teo's got a sniff. Teo's got a run in here. Come on, Teo. Come on, Teo. He's got DRS, but can Teo do it anyway? For the Ultras, Teo. Teo, for the Ultras. Go on. Go on, Teo. Push. Make something happen at Monaco. Can he make it stick? Has he got the move done? He's got it done. Teo Picher. My goat. He's up to 11th. There's a point in front of him. He's sniffing it. Now, here's the good thing. Norris is the driver with better tyres behind us. These guys in front have slightly worse wear, so I feel like we can maybe conserve a little bit, but stay in touching distance. We can push fuel with Picher because he's been lapped. Russell's pitted again, by the way. Russell is probably going softs to the end from here. I think he might clear Albon. He's on mediums again. He didn't have new softs to go on to. It's a good pit stop. It's annoyingly good. I think he's got Albon, sadly. He managed to make that work. Wait, Perez and Leclerc are pitting again on the hards. Oh, God. Do I pit with Picher? Because everyone else in front of us might now pit too. We're right behind Russell, but obviously he's on fresh tyres. Oh, chat, this is carnage. They're all doing 2 stoppers in front of us. And now Hamilton's pitting again on the hards. I think I have to pit. It was 2 seconds a lap between the mediums and the softs. I have to pit both. Just for safety. I mean, Albon's is for safety. 23 laps to the end. On used mediums. On used softs. That should be fine. Good news for Albon is he's going to pit into clean air here. So this is just a safety cover-off for him, really, this pit. Do I want to pit with... The undercut was so strong. I have to assume that they're all pitting, don't I, in front of me? If they don't pit, we can get the undercut on them. See, Perez, Leclerc, Stroll all went softs. It's only Russell who's gone to the mediums again. I wonder if he just didn't have the tyres. Right, good stop here, please, lads. Massive, mega. Are these guys in front of Picher going to pit now as well? No. Okay, if they stay out, we're going to have to overtake them on track. But we've got enough laps to do it. Picher, so Albon has not lost any positions here. He's getting lapped there.
Increase, lifting coast.
Pit stop, mega. We'll take that. That's good enough. We should come out ahead of Zhou. Should come out ahead of Zhou. Please come out ahead of Zhou. And the Haas got us as well. Oh, that's so unfortunate. I really need to clear both these guys here.
Okay, back off. Copy.
The thing is, they've got DRS on each other. Oh, we are going to lose just all our time here on these fresh softs. Although, I'll tell you what, with these tires, maybe we can make moves at places you would not expect us to make moves. Like that. I've got to stay on deploy here to get ahead. Massive Teo. Gets the move done. Okay. And stays ahead. That's big. If we can get the AlphaTauri in the tunnel, it'd be a miracle. I don't think it's possible. It's going to be a save it for the straight job, but this AlphaTauri is not going to have DRS to protect itself. These guys aren't pitting. Who's coming out the pits there? Is that Danny Rick? Danny. Have to get past him here. Please. It's so important for our race. Okay, we got the move done. Now I have to manage these tyres. We got past Joe. We actually did a 2-second... Joe pushed that lap really hard to keep us behind him. We made up 4 seconds on Norris there, 2 seconds on all the runs ahead of us. We didn't actually lose as much time as I thought we might there. That's good. But we are going to have to go motor racing in these next few laps. I have to stay on top up here, even though I need to make up time, because I'm going to need charge to actually make any of these moves on these hard runners. But if we catch them... we're in a position... Also, they kind of need to pit here if any of them want to cover us off. We'll have to make some moves on track, but this is possible. I'm going to go for a bit of a tester here. Through the final corner, just to see if we can get a move early on Gasly. Because if I can get Gasly, I'm confident I can get the others. He's got DRS, but these softs are quick. We should get him up the hill, I imagine. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do here. I'm going to go harvest for a few laps. Just try and get a full pack. And if we get a move in the meantime, great. If we don't, not the end of the world. Although, when you now find yourself in this situation, you do have to push. I don't really want to do this, but I think we get him up the inside. Yeah, okay, big. Do we make it stick? He's not giving us that spot, is he? Christ. We should get the run out, though, on this corner. Okay, we did. Nice. I have got to be a little bit wary on the fuel. But Ocon might not have DRS here. We might just be able to get Ocon in neutral here. Is Ocon going to be within a second going around this next corner? No. Okay. We go again. Can we get him up the hill? No. Okay, that's fine. We look racy. Ocon just getting separated from Bottas here defending is not bad for us either. Albon is still just chilling. He's doing Albon things. Has Ocon closed the gap to Bottas here to get DRS? This might be our last chance to get Ocon before he gets DRS off Bottas. Okay, we're good. Although, there's been a big crash. There's a red flag. Pacher's got a penalty. What's happened there? Pacher's caused a red flag. You couldn't make it up. It was such good strategy.
Heading to Sandoval.
There was already a crash.
And there's the contact.
Is that Danny? It's Danny. Danny. He was already there, mate. Danny.
From the scene.
So Pacher's now got a 5-second time penalty.
While all that was happening, the crew in the garage could do nothing but watch on.
So Pacher's got a 5-second penalty. Oh my God. Right. Well, Pacher's in 11th, but he's going to have to get his running. I mean, there's no way that we out. Oh God, chat. We literally have no. Do I go on fresh mediums? I think the fresh mediums are going to be faster. What's Teo? Oh, Teo. Teo might... Tell you what, chat. Look at Teo's chart, by the way, for the tyres he did have on. Thank God there was a red flag, because we would have been pitting again anyway. Teo can definitely go softs, and he probably needs the softs. His softs are only 94% wear. He's mudded because of the time pen anyway. We might as well just mega push on these softs to try and get a 5-second gap over Bottas. That's kind of our best bet.
Here we go once more. The track is ready.
I'm interested to see what other tyres people have here.
And it's lights out. And away we go.
Go, 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 go. Chassis and suspension, but only minor. Now, I'm in a weird situation here. I think I have to let Teo by with Albon because of the time penalty. Chat! I know people are going to hate me for this. I have to get Teo through and then back up everyone with Albon to get the 5 seconds. That is literally my best bet here. We use Albon as a cork in the bottle. All these runners have fresh softs, but it's our best chance of getting Prix up the road. Because Prix's got a 5-second time penalty. So Albon, Prix just has to get 5 seconds ahead of Albon. Albon holds up everyone else and we get 9th, 10th. All right, Albon, it's Jack. You're kind of mudded on these mediums anyway, mate, because I think these guys would have caught you. And I kind of had to let Teo pass it on the softs. So what we've done here, like, Albon would have been under a threat from these guys anyway. Prix would have been held back by Albon, so we needed to swap the drivers anyway. This is the best way of swapping them and trying to make something of our race. It's like the red flag has completely ruined Albon's race. But in a weird twist of fate, it maybe gives Teo a chance to score more points. Now here's the thing. With Albon here, all the guys behind him are on softs anyway, so I could try and attack Bottas. But Prix's not guaranteed to get that 5 seconds. But then I guess Albon would still be getting the points if he stays in front. Do I stick Albon and always defend here? It's almost not worth it until right at the death when I know what the state of play is. Sadly, the Teo red flag completely ruined Albon's race because we didn't have softs to put him onto. But it's saved Prix's race. Oh, chat, what do I do here? I feel like the actual setup we've gone with for our drivers here to try and get something here is probably the best we could hope for.
You can afford to drop back.
I mean, obviously, right now, the gap from Prix to Bottas is slow. Sorry, it's not slow. It's getting smaller. So right now, Bottas is just gaining on Prix, but Prix's just stuck in a train, which is going to make it really hard to solve the 5-second penalty. But Albon would still get 10th with Prix's penalty right now. I feel like the crossover from soft to mediums isn't going to come soon enough.
Okay.
With limited laps left. Obviously, everyone unlaps themselves as well here. Prix's got a time penalty he's going to have to serve.
Okay.
Albon. Can he make something happen? Can he make something happen? Come on, Alex!
Let's try and build this back up.
Come on! Please, Alex! It's a miracle if he gets this move done on mediums. I don't believe it's possible. I don't believe it's possible. I want it to be wrong. I want to be wrong so badly. All right, Alex Albon. Is he ahead? He's not ahead. What happened there? He had him! He had him! Alex, come on! Side by side through the tunnel. Alex. Please, side by side through this. This is not good. Are we ahead? Are we ahead? We're ahead. Okay, Alex, it's Jack.
Nice.
Hi, mate. Only me.
Good job.
I do need you to be on always defend again. Now we've got you back into 10th. You know the deal.
We can stay ahead.
Oh, we are not going to stay ahead here.
Let's use the overtake.
I think the DRS is going to be strong. Although Bottas has cooked his tyres more than previously.
Copy.
I need to go full harvest whilst also on always defend through this lap. I need to have enough battery to deploy on the straight every single time. It's the only way I can stay ahead. Whilst also on the always defend option. Right. Prix, you need to get up the road, son. You have to get up the road, Teo. And I know there's guys in front of you going slowly. You are going to have to potentially pass them. I'm not having fun, chat. We could get double points from nowhere here.
It'll be good now. Yep.
I have to be on deploy through the final corner of Alex. So through the rest of the lap, we need to be on full defend. All right, Alex. Get a run out here, mate.
Deployment.
Stay ahead.
Copy.
There's 2 laps left. We need Prix 5 seconds behind, ahead of Albon.
From reduced lifting coast.
Yes, copy.
Teo, you need to go, son. Park it on every corner, mate. Park it on every corner. 5 seconds. We've got the gap. Now we just have to hold it. It's the last lap of the race. Through the last corner, you're going to deploy. I don't think you can get us. Teo wants to move. Teo, this literally doesn't matter. You don't need to get past him anymore. We don't have to go past him, because even if you get past him, the time penalty is not going to make a difference. This is all now on Albon to hold this position. Come on, this is for 2 points. Well, 2 sets of points. 3 points total. I think we're good. Just don't bin it at the end, mate. It's literally all you have to do now. Oh, I'm so stressed, chat.
Over the finish line.
All right, Prix limps across the line with damage. You can deploy out the final corner. Mega drive. Mega drive. Alexander Albon, take a bow. You've just got your teammate 2 points. You've saved yourself a point as well, because I don't think you would have got a point without that defending. That was... I'll tell you what, for a race that looked like it was going to be Resident Sleeper, actually some really fun strategy at the end of it. Oh, well, shout out to the people who stuck it out to the late hours for this.
But it's easy to forget
Go on!
what it means to the
Go
whole
on!
team.
Ignore the fact he crashed.
Well, Max Verstappen can add yet
I mean, Lando made up 10 places with his strategy, which is mad. As for ourselves, Albon lost 2 spots. Prix didn't lose any. Chat, how should we feel? That's my question. I don't know on the stops if Lando gained places or anything. To be honest, it doesn't really matter. Through management and management alone, we salvaged what was a pretty awful race and got some valuable points. Look at that, Prix, 7 points now for the year. Love that. Shout out to Teo. Life's good. He's now ahead of Hulkenberg and Bottas and Piastri. And in the constructors, McLaren got a load of points, but Alpine didn't score any, and Haas are now 20 points behind us. Just as a reminder, board expectation this season, top 6 finish. So we're still not there yet. And here's the fastest pit stops, by the way. We only got 2nd and 7th. The AI is getting quicker with their pit stops, but we are already quite far ahead in the standings. So if we can kind of match what we did there, maybe slightly better as we go on, we will be fine. For a race that didn't look like it had a lot going on, it was good in the end. You know, it wasn't a classic. We can admit that, but the ending was fun. And given where do we finish the sprint? 9th, 8th, 10th. All things considering, only losing 2 positions, considering we caused a red flag and got a 5-second time penalty with 15 laps left. We did okay there.